Hey guys, welcome to my Honda Clarity vlog that I'm starting. This is a 2018 Honda Clarity. I'm gonna probably do a lot more reviews and other DIYs with this Honda Clarity. And I bought this Honda Clarity in last December 2018, and I love it. It's a very nice car. It gets good range. I rarely visit the gas station other than, going to Costco. I will see the gas station, but since I charge at work and at home, it's actually pretty awesome. I use very little gas, but I still use a little bit more gas than the Volt. Today we're going to make this cork mat because the Honda Clarity does not come with a mat for the center. All you hear is some hard plastic tapping sounds when you put your cell phone there, and it just slides around and becomes a mess. So basically the first thing I did when I first got the car was put a microfiber cloth on it so my cell phones won't move around when they're charging. It also acts as, or doubles as, a screen cleaner for the Honda's infotainment system, which has a bunch of fingerprints on it. So basically that looks like what it is. If you just by itself, you could always get a mat from Honda, but it costs like 20 bucks. I'll leave a few links below if you want. But for this, I'm using cork. So the cork cost me about 2 bucks at a craft store. You could cut it with things. You also need a piece of white paper, 8.5 by 11 will be fine. You also need some Plasti-Dip. This is how I did it, to basically spray the cork afterwards. And a pair of sharp scissors. These are some utility scissors for your kitchen. I'll leave a links below for all the fun stuff I used. Pencils, whatever. I really don't think you really need all that stuff. But this is basically how I did it. I basically put a piece of paper there, traced the edges of it, and with a pencil, and then placed it on the sheet of craft cork board. And this is only like a 2 or 3 millimeter cork board. It's not thick at all. I just did this in the trunk of the Clarity. I put it over, traced it again with the pencil, and then I used the sharp shears and just cut along the edges, and that's really about it. Made a few adjustments once I put it back in. Again, I love those mats. Those are awesome mats. And I basically placed it in, and that's about it. I made a little bit more corrections. The foam is brittle and it absorbs water, so what I did was I did use Plasti-Dip to spray it. So I sprayed 2 coats of Plasti-Dip on the edges, on the back and front of it, so it won't absorb water anymore, and it definitely won't slip. It also won't be brittle because usually cork is brittle at the edges, so and it might crack or break. So it acts like a big rubber mat now that's basically absorbs sound. That's really about it. Now it's done. It only took me about 5 minutes to cut it, and then a few days for the Plasti-Dip to air out. But since it's raining, I really love my mats. They've been holding up very well, and passengers who've been like my family members who've been in the car love it and I love that because it keeps the water away from the carpet. I did more mods to this car, and if you stay tuned for more, like this channel and also subscribe to this channel, I actually go through and do a lot more DIYs on the Honda Clarity specifically, because since this is the new car, I decided to put a lot of fun things into the car, like front and rear dash cams, spare tire, which I do. I do a lot of road tripping and driving across the long trips, and I needed a spare tire. Also, a lot of the fun features in the Clarity, as well as useful tips of the Clarity. Also, a lot of DIYs, and you notice that there's, I use a lot of either Plasti-Dip or edging materials and other materials to make, DIY stuff for my cars. And it's meant for long-term, long-distance driving, so stuff doesn't. So I could drive this car till it's like 100,000, 200,000 miles. I usually keep my cars that long, and I maintain it myself. So yeah, this is it's usually a pretty long vlog. For my Show You Vote vlog, which I'll leave a link below too, I have about 60 episodes of there. So that's all the way from 0 miles, all the way from delivery to 60,000 miles. But I still have that car. So anyways, please like, subscribe, hit the bell button for more of this channel's notifications, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.